Chapter 525. Traversing the Void. The last opportunity to collect the world's origin. Inside the void passage, Lin Fei had just stepped in and immediately felt a terrifying pressure and a repelling force as if trying to squeeze him out of the void passage. Moreover, the pressure in the void was annihilating the particles of his physical body. However, Lin Fei barely managed to withstand it, though moving forward was extremely difficult, each step requiring him to endure immense pressure. Deploying the saber world, Lin Fei unleashed all his strength, barely managing to take a step forward. Whoosh! After taking a step, the void shattered around him. Stumbling and almost clumsily, Lin Fei emerged from the void into a new location. This place is the... Lin Fei observed carefully. He was no longer in his secret chamber but in a strange and unfamiliar location. It seemed to be at the edge of the ancient covenant, far from the ancient city, on the periphery of the ancient covenant's territory. This distance, it's so vast. If I had flown, who knows how long it would have taken. Lin Fei was profoundly shocked. He immediately understood the power of spatial traversal. Just a single step, and he had traversed such an immense distance. Let's go back. With a slight flicker of the saber world, the 2,600 particle worlds inside him erupted once again, and the void passage reappeared. Lin Fei stepped into it once more. As soon as he entered, Lin Fei vaguely sensed a familiar location, seemingly the place he had just left. Mustering all his strength, he took another step. Swoosh! When Lin Fei reappeared, he was back in his secret chamber. Back again. After careful thought, Lin Fei finally understood the intricacies of void traversal. It turned out that traversing the void required specific locations and coordinates. For those true monic powerhouses, sensing these coordinates was feasible. Without specific coordinates, void traversal would be blind and the destination uncertain. For Lin Fei, moving through the void was akin to walking on a map. What might seem like a small step on a map could actually span thousands or even tens of thousands of miles in reality. The void passages acted like these maps, with a single step potentially covering vast distances. However, Lin Fei couldn't traverse extremely long distances. Those void transformation cultivators usually comprehend the secrets of the void, thereby not suffering from the intense pressure within the void passages. This allows them to travel further, effectively traversing greater distances, Lin Fei reasoned. For martial gods, once they shatter the void, the stronger their physical bodies are, the more pressure they can withstand in the void passages. This means they can take more steps and travel farther. No wonder those who shatter the void continue to seek ways to strengthen their physical bodies, while those who have attained void transformation cultivator keep delving into the mysteries of the void. Both are true monarchs, both traverse the void, but their methods are entirely different. Lin Fei now fully grasped the secrets of void traversal. As a martial god, his path was clear: strengthen his physical body. The more robust his body, the longer he could withstand the pressure of the void passages, and the farther he could travel through the void. At present, Lin Fei could only manage basic void traversal, covering relatively short distances, especially compared to other true monarchs. Nonetheless, this was a significant ace up his sleeve. The transition from martial god to one who has shattered the void was a leap in quality. I need more of the world's origin, Lin Fei concluded. More saber worlds, only then can I overcome more thunder tribulations, obtain more world laws, create more particle worlds, and strengthen my physical body. Lin Fei knew a mysterious true monarch was closely watching him. Should he leave the ancient covenant, this individual might seize the opportunity to strike. Who exactly is this true monarch? Lin Fei pondered, his eyes flashing with determination. Not all true monarchs were formidable to the same degree. At least now, Lin Fei himself was a true monarch, and his ability to shatter the void had significantly amplified his strength. If his adversary was a true monarch of the immortal path, even their primary combat incarnation might not necessarily match Lin Fei's prowess. However, a pressing issue came to Lin Fei's mind: true monarchs couldn't enter minor worlds without causing them to collapse. Am I considered a true monarch now, he wondered. Can I enter a minor world? Lin Fei needed more world origins, which required entering minor worlds. But as a true monarch with immense physical strength, how could he enter these worlds? Wait, my status as a true monarch relies on the augmentation of the saber world to reach the shattering void realm, Lin Fei reasoned. That means my physical body hasn't actually reached the void-shattering stage. Can I still enter a minor world? With this realization, Lin Fei grew eager to test his theory. He headed to the Great Dream City to look for tasks related to the struggle for world origins. His last venture into the heavenly principle realm had been satisfying, but whether he could find another suitable world now remained uncertain. Uncertain of the best course of action, Lin Fei arrived at the Great Dream City's task hall and began a thorough search. He found tasks related to the contention for world origins, but they were all for relatively insignificant minor worlds. Not wanting to waste time and having a specific plan in mind, Lin Fei was determined to collect a substantial amount of world origins. Moreover, he intended not to utilize them immediately. Further strengthening his body at this point would deprive him of the opportunity to enter minor worlds in the future. This might be his last chance to compete for world origins in a minor world. Lin Fei resolved to make the most of this opportunity, aiming to gather enough world origins to prepare for his next thunder tribulation. Wait, the heavenly secret realm is even more powerful than the true spirit realm. If I can obtain the world origin of this realm, it could be equivalent to the world origins of 10 or even 20 minor worlds. Lin Fei's eyes sparkled with excitement upon considering the heavenly secret realm. He had previously contemplated choosing this realm over the heavenly principle realm, but ultimately decided against it due to its stability and the lack of signs of collapse, despite being battled over for thousands of years by deity transformations and martial gods. Lin Fei wasn't interested in waiting for such a long time. However, the current stability of the heavenly secret realm might be due to the relatively weaker forces of the deity transformations and martial gods. What if I, with my power at the critical point of shattering the void, went there? How long would it withstand intense battle and destruction? Could it collapse soon? With this plan in mind, Lin Fei's only concern was the mysterious true monarch who might ambush him en route. If they dare to intercept me, then let's see who defeats whom. His eyes flashing fiercely, Lin Fei's consciousness returned to the present. In a flash, he flew out of ancient city, heading towards the heavenly secret realm. Chapter 526. Lin Fei arrives in the heavenly secret realm. In the heavenly secret realm, a streak of light appeared on its outskirts, eventually halting and revealing a figure. The sight of this figure caused the avatars of some martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses to widen their eyes in alarm. Lin Fei has arrived, they exclaimed. Lin Fei has come to the heavenly secret realm. Does he intend to contend for it? He's rumored to have recently passed the fifth thunder tribulation and even the earth-shattering seventh thunder. His power is unfathomable. The heavenly secret realm shows no signs of collapsing. Is Lin Fei planning to set up a long-term strategy, waiting for thousands or even tens of thousands of years? That doesn't seem like his style. Correct, the worlds Lin Fei typically contends for are those on the brink of collapse. Once he competes for them, he can immediately obtain their world origins. But the heavenly secret realm is different. To date, the heavenly secret realm remains stable, showing no signs of collapse. What is Lin Fei planning? As Lin Fei appeared, the expressions of various martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses changed dramatically. They whispered among themselves, their faces revealing a hint of fear. Clearly, they were apprehensive about Lin Fei. His reputation wasn't built on empty boasts but carved out through formidable and decisive actions. The fallen martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses served as warnings to anyone who dared to underestimate him. No one dared to belittle Lin Fei any longer. Heavenly secret realm, I wonder if I can enter. Lin Fei took a deep breath and, with a swift movement, flew into the heavenly secret realm. As Lin Fei arrived in the heavenly secret realm, news of his presence swiftly spread throughout the divine realm. Major powers were now paying close attention to Lin Fei, recognizing him as a key figure capable of altering the dynamics of world contention. With the title of #1 martial god, he was a subject of widespread interest. While the news of Lin Fei spread, in the Nine Dragons heaven of the 10 Directions realm, a Taoist in a green robe sat cross-legged on a mountaintop. His communication stone suddenly vibrated. The Taoist picked up the stone, sensing its message: Lin Fei of the Ancient Covenant has entered the heavenly secret realm. The message was brief, but it caught his attention. The Taoist's eyes opened, flashing with sharpness. Finally left the Ancient Covenant, has he mused. I owed him a favor, this will be repayment. A martial god, even known as the #1 martial god. Slaying the divine realm's top martial god could be quite interesting. The Taoist then stood up and stepped forward, creating a ripple in the void before his figure vanished into a void passage, disappearing without a trace. Only true monarchs could traverse the void like this. This Taoist was indeed a true monarch. Meanwhile, inside the heavenly secret realm, Lin Fei was unaware that his departure from the ancient covenant had prompted a true monarch to come after him. He had merely wanted to explore the heavenly secret realm. Upon entering, he immediately felt a greater constraint than in the divine realm, as if countless threads bound his entire body. Every movement, every gesture he made seemed to break numerous threads, an incredibly uncomfortable sensation. Lin Fei had the urge to unleash all his power, even with the augmentation of the saber world, to break these bindings. But he refrained from doing so, understanding that this sensation was due to his physical body reaching a critical point. If he used the saber world's augmentation, elevating his power to the true monarch level, the heavenly secret realm would likely collapse immediately. Without the enhancement of the saber world, Lin Fei could still be accommodated by the minor world. This was actually quite fortunate, as it meant he could still contend for the world origins of minor worlds, a valuable opportunity that might not come again. However, Lin Fei's immediate concern was to see if he could accelerate the collapse of the heavenly secret realm. If it required laying plans for thousands of years, Lin Fei wouldn't waste his time, regardless of how vast the realm was or how abundant its world origins were. Upon entering the heavenly secret realm, Lin Fei immediately felt many watchful eyes on him, various deity transformation and martial god powerhouses who had been scheming in the realm for years. Their gazes were unfriendly, clearly unwelcoming Lin Fei's interference. Yet, Lin Fei paid them no mind. Looking up into the void, he saw that threads binding him, each connected to the void and seemingly leading in the same direction. Following these threads, Lin Fei began to sense the laws of the heavenly secret realm. Like any other world, it had its own set of laws that kept it functioning and intact. So, if I obliterate or break these laws, can I accelerate the collapse of the heavenly secret realm? Lin Fei pondered. With that thought, he stepped forward, moving to the upper space of the heavenly secret realm. What does Lin Fei intend to do? Lin Fei is always assertive. His visit to the heavenly secret realm surely isn't for a simple matter. He's silent as if searching for something. What if he plans to monopolize the heavenly secret realm? How should we respond? What else can we do? Do you think you can contend with Lin Fei? But it's hard to accept. Amidst hushed discussions, many martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses watched Lin Fei's every move with intense scrutiny and nervousness. Having laid their plans and battled amongst themselves for many years in the heavenly secret realm, they were now faced with a mighty dragon, Lin Fei, whose power could potentially overshadow theirs. Yet, Lin Fei's true intention in the realm remained unclear to them. Lin Fei, step by step, moved into the void, fully aware of the many eyes tracking his actions. Unperturbed, he focused solely on the pervasive laws within the void. He intended to attempt breaking or even annihilating these laws, something he couldn't have imagined doing before. Previously, his power hadn't reached a critical point, and he was unable to sense the various laws within a minor world. But now, having reached that critical point, Lin Fei could distinctly feel the constraints imposed by the world's rules. Taking a deep breath and having resolved to test his limits, Lin Fei didn't hesitate. He refrained from deploying the saber world's augmentation and relied solely on his physical strength, which had also reached a critical point. Boom! The next moment, the 2,600 particle worlds within him erupted. Lin Fei's martial god form expanded dramatically, 10 meters, 100 meters, 1,000 meters, until he became a colossal giant spanning hundreds of thousands of meters, towering and spanning across the void. The particle worlds inside him roared continuously, almost materializing, instilling fear in those who beheld him. Break! Lin Fei thundered a punch, targeting the void of the heavenly secret realm and the various laws spread throughout it. Chapter 527. Shattering the laws. When power reaches a certain magnitude, can it break or even annihilate laws? Many have pondered this question, their doubts stemming from the fact that their own strength has not reached a level capable of contending with such fundamental laws. Now, Lin Fei was attempting just that. The power of his 2,600 particle worlds, combined with the strength of his body, enhanced by absorbing countless world origins, was unleashed in full force. His punch, directed at the ubiquitous laws of the void, caused a visible rupture. Everyone witnessed as Lin Fei's fist shattered the void of the minor world, a feat not overly surprising given Lin Fei's current level of power and the relative fragility of a minor world's void compared to the divine realm. However, in Lin Fei's perspective, his punch did more than just shatter the void. It primarily targeted the laws. The omnipresent laws of the world were smashed under his fist, causing not only the void to break but also the many threads connected to these laws to fracture. The breaking of these threads had far-reaching effects. Boon. The entire heavenly secret realm began to tremble slightly. Those who were watching Lin Fei were utterly astounded by this development. Has Lin Fei's punch actually shaken the entire heavenly secret realm? The onlookers marveled in disbelief. The heavenly secret realm, stronger even than the true spirit realm, has resisted the assaults of dozens of martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses. Yet, Lin Fei has managed to impact it. Indeed, he is worthy of the titled #1 martial god of the divine realm. Such strength is unfathomable. Is he really not a true monarch? Someone speculated. He can't be a true monarch, otherwise, how could he enter the heavenly secret realm? If a true monarch entered, the realm would instantly collapse. But what is Lin Fei's purpose in doing this? Is he trying to intimidate us? It's unlikely to be mere intimidation. With his reputation, just entering the heavenly secret realm is intimidating enough. He doesn't need to resort to such actions. Lin Fei must be attempting to accelerate the collapse of the heavenly secret realm. What? Accelerate its collapse? How is that even possible? Can he, alone, hasten the collapse of the heavenly secret realm? The crowd was astounded. Accelerating the collapse of the heavenly secret realm meant breaking a minor world with one's power alone. True monarchs could achieve this, but could a martial god do the same? The heavenly secret realm had been contested by countless martial gods and deity transformation figures for thousands of years without showing signs of collapse. Could Lin Fei alone cause its downfall? Despite Lin Fei's reputation as the #1 martial god of the divine realm, a slayer of deity transformations and martial gods, and a dominant force in his own right, many found it hard to believe that he could accelerate the collapse of the heavenly secret realm with his singular effort. However, Lin Fei paid no mind to the speculations of the martial gods and deity transformation figures in the heavenly secret realm. His focus was entirely on the laws within the void. Having exerted all his strength in that punch, he shattered the laws and severed the connecting threads. The heavenly secret realm trembled and roared in response. To the onlookers, it might have seemed like nothing significant had changed. But Lin Fei noticed that, with the depletion of those laws, the operation of the heavenly secret realm began to falter ever so slightly. The effect was minimal now due to the limited number of laws that had been annihilated. But Lin Fei understood that once a substantial number of laws were destroyed, the impact on the realm would become unmistakably evident. Resolved, Lin Fei ceased his hesitation and unleashed his formidable strength. Boom, boom, boom. Time and again, he struck out with the power of his physical body, his 2,600 particle worlds relentlessly bombarding the laws of the heavenly secret realm. Each strike shattered and annihilated a portion of the realm's laws, causing continuous tremors and roars throughout the heavenly secret realm. The once stable realm could no longer find peace. Its myriad native beings trembled in fear as if facing an apocalyptic scenario. The martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses, initially puzzled, gradually grew solemn as they witnessed the unfolding events. After about a day of Lin Fei's relentless assault, he finally paused. By then, many laws of the heavenly secret realm had collapsed under his relentless attacks, and the realm began to destabilize. A faint aura of destruction pervaded the heavenly secret realm, and everyone could sense its impending doom. It wouldn't take more than a month, perhaps even less, for the realm to completely collapse. This development shocked many martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses. Lin Fei had indeed accomplished it, single-handedly pushing the heavenly secret realm to the brink of collapse. Martial god Lin really did it. By himself, he's bringing about the collapse of the heavenly secret realm. Just how powerful is he? Could he truly rival a true monarch? Unbelievable. The heavenly secret realm, a mighty world, where dozens, even hundreds of martial gods and deity transformation cultivators have schemed for thousands of years without hastening its collapse. And now, with Lin Fei's arrival, the realm is nearing its end. Is this our opportunity? Opportunity? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on Lin Fei's next move. Remember, in the true spirit realm and heavenly principle realm, he drove everyone away and dominated those worlds alone. Amidst these discussions, many martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses began to ponder their strategies. Once the heavenly secret realm collapses, what should they do? Should they contest at all costs for the world's origin, or withdraw from this turbulent situation? After all, Lin Fei was not known for his leniency or tolerance towards others. Observing the situation in the heavenly secret realm, Lin Fei could tell that the realm was teeming with an aura of distraction. And on the brink of collapse, it might hold up for about a month. But if he continued to obliterate its laws, it wouldn't last even that long. However, Lin Fei chose to halt his assault. He didn't wish to pave the way for others to benefit. Essentially, he wasn't willing to make the wedding dress for someone else. The heavenly secret realm still needed to be cleared. To claim all of its world origins, he had to drive away every other martial god and deity transformation. With this in mind, Lin Fei looked towards the depths of the void and declared, "You all have 3 days to leave the heavenly secret realm. In 3 days, I will sweep through the realm. Any martial god or deity transformation who remains will be eliminated without exception." His voice wasn't loud, but he used a special power to ensure it resonated throughout the entire heavenly secret realm. All martial gods and deity transformation cultivators received Lin Fei's stern warning. Their expressions turned grim. Although they had anticipated some action from Lin Fei upon his arrival, the direct threat still made them uneasy. Indeed, just like in the heavenly principle realm, Lin Fei intends to drive us all out and dominate the heavenly secret realm alone. Is Lin Fei planning to stand against all the powers of the divine realm? He does have the backing of the ancient covenant, and these major powers usually don't interfere in disputes among martial gods and deity transformations. Remember the fate of those 2 deity transformations in the heavenly principle realm. We can't afford to get involved in this mess. With these considerations, many decided to leave the heavenly secret realm. After all, even though the world origins were valuable, they were not worth risking their lives over. Facing Lin Fei's formidable strength, the wisest course of action was to avoid confrontation and leave the heavenly secret realm. Chapter 528. True monarch arrives. With Lin Fei's fearsome reputation preceding him, virtually all the powerful entities, be they martial gods or deity transformations, chose to leave. Despite any reluctance or dissatisfaction, no one was willing to gamble with their lives. Even in the face of discontent, they opted to withdraw and observe from a distance. Following the exodus of countless martial gods and deity transformations, the entrance to the heavenly secret realm and the divine realm's void became crowded with numerous powerhouses. Some couldn't help but comment sarcastically, "Lin Fei sure is domineering, clearing out the field with just a word. What does it matter if you're unwilling? Lin Fei can slay both deity transformations and martial gods. Why don't you go and test his strength yourself? As strong as Lin Fei is, can he really be stronger than a true monarch? If he continues like this, I fear even a true monarch won't be able to hold back." Lin Fei is not without backing. He's a member of the ancient covenant's Great Dream sect, and the Great Dream ancestor is known for his protective nature. Who would dare act recklessly? Can the Great Dream sect control the entire divine realm? Despite many being dissatisfied, they couldn't deny the reality. No one dared to stop Lin Fei in the heavenly secret realm. At his command, they obediently vacated the realm. Inside the heavenly secret realm, Lin Fei was tirelessly punching, annihilating the realm's laws one after another. Having cleared the heavenly secret realm, it was time for him to accelerate its collapse. Consequently, as the laws of the heavenly secret realm continued to be obliterated, the realm underwent intense tremors. The sense of an impending apocalypse gripped the many inhabitants of the heavenly secret realm. Under the current circumstances, the realm couldn't withstand the pressure for a month. Perhaps it would be half a month, maybe 10 days, or even as soon as tomorrow when the heavenly secret realm would collapse. Almost there, Lin Fei murmured as he observed the heavenly secret realm, ready to crumble at any moment. All he needed to do now was to prepare and wait. With his extensive experience in collecting world origins, Lin Fei was well prepared for this moment. Saber World. In the next instant, Lin Fei deployed his Saber World. His Saber World was significantly more powerful than the last time in the heavenly principle realm. However, it was still impossible to cover the entire heavenly secret realm completely. Fortunately, Lin Fei had 25 world laws at his disposal, which allowed him to extend the reach of his saber world further. The addition of 7 more world laws since the heavenly principle realm made it even stronger, but it could still only cover about 70% of the realm. Lin Fei wasn't in a hurry for the remaining 30%. He planned to shift his saber world gradually, moving to a new area once he had collected the world origins from one part. While he might not be able to collect all the world origins of the heavenly secret realm, securing about 90% seemed feasible. The remaining 10% that might be lost was acceptable given the limits of his saber world's coverage. Although Lin Fei had deployed his saber world, he didn't use it to enhance his physical body. Therefore, his physical strength remained at the limit of a martial god, at the critical point, without reaching the true monarch level. This prevented the heavenly secret realm from experiencing too much pressure and allowed it to continue its slow march towards collapse. 10 hours passed, and finally, with a crack, the heavenly secret realm began to collapse. A massive crack appeared in the void of the heavenly secret realm, and through this rift, wisps of the realm's world origin began to seep out. All around the void, substantial amounts of the world origins permeated, exceptionally dense and potent. Witnessing this, numerous martial gods and deity transformation powerhouses outside the heavenly secret realm gazed with widened eyes, filled with a sense of unwillingness. These world origins, which they might have had a share in or at least a chance to contest for, were now tantalizingly out of their reach. They stood helplessly outside the heavenly secret realm, watching the emergence of the world origins but dared not enter to compete for them. So much world origin. The heavenly secret realm is even more vast than the true spirit realm. If I can obtain these world origins, I might even fully comprehend the secrets of the void and become a void transformation true monarch. Thinking of becoming a void transformation true monarch. That depends on whether there are enough world origins for you to squander. I only need 1/3 of these world origins to pass the 9th Thunder Tribulation and possibly plunder 3 laws. Then, I can surely reach the realm of shattering the void. With so much world origin, even I could greatly enhance my strength. The eyes of countless powerhouses gleamed with greed and longing as they stared at the world origins within the heavenly secret realm. Yet, the world origins were inside the realm, unlikely to completely disappear anytime soon. It would take at least 3 days for them to vanish entirely. But would they dare to enter the heavenly secret realm? Lin Fei was there, and his saber world had begun to collect the trickling world origins. To gather them completely would take several days. During this time, Lin Fei wouldn't let down his guard. Despite his fearsome reputation, there was always the possibility of someone taking a desperate risk. As time passed, Lin Fei remained vigilant, constantly monitoring the entrance of the heavenly secret realm. 3 days flew by surprisingly fast, and Lin Fei found himself somewhat astonished. He had almost completely collected the world origins of the heavenly secret realm, around 90%, a significant haul. However, both inside and outside the heavenly secret realm, things were unusually quiet, eerily so. Nevertheless, having secured the world origins, Lin Fei saw no point in lingering. Let's go, he decided, stepping out and leaving the heavenly secret realm. Whoosh! Lin Fei's figure appeared in the divine realm, surrounded by countless martial gods and deity transformation cultivators, all of whom turned their attention to him. Their gazes were varied, but none spoke. Scanning the crowd, Lin Fei didn't rush to leave. Instead, he stood calmly in the void and said, "Since the true monarch has already arrived, why hide?" This statement caused a stir among the crowd. What does he mean? Is there a true monarch here? Did a true monarch come after Lin Fei? Lin Fei just obtained so many world origins and isn't in a hurry to leave. Is he waiting for the true monarch? Even if Lin Fei wants to leave, it's useless. A true monarch can traverse space. No matter how fast Lin Fei is, how can he escape a true monarch's pursuit? Could it be that a true monarch is targeting Lin Fei? The crowd's eyes lit up with anticipation, some even eager. A true monarch taking action was something they had been looking forward to, especially given Lin Fei's recent actions that had garnered both awe and resentment. Repeatedly dominating minor worlds and monopolizing their world origins, Lin Fei's domineering approach had left many deity transformations and martial gods uneasy. To them, Lin Fei was like a hanging saber, a constant threat looming over their heads. Particularly for deity transformation cultivators, who once enjoyed relative safety even from true monarchs, Lin Fei's rise had eroded their advantage. Against him, deity transformations found themselves utterly outmatched, filled with silent rage but powerless to act. In this context, many secretly wished for a true monarch to intervene and eliminate Lin Fei. As Lin Fei finished speaking, a ripple of space appeared in the void, expanding in concentric circles. Then, from the void, a figure in a green robe stepped forward, his gaze fixed intently on Lin Fei. A true monarch, beyond any doubt. The crowd witnessed the Taoist emerge from a void passage, a feat only possible for a true monarch. Chapter 529. Lin Fei's Defiance. Martial God battles true monarch. True monarch. Lin Fei's voice was cold as he spoke. May I know which true monarch graces us with their presence? I am Purple Paradise True Monarch, the figure in the green robe replied. Purple Paradise True Monarch. Lin Fei didn't recognize the name, but some of the deity transformation powerhouses around him reacted with shock and recognition. Clearly, they were familiar with Purple Paradise True Monarch's identity. It's really Purple Paradise True Monarch from the Nine Dragons Heaven, personally taking action. Who managed to persuade Purple Paradise True Monarch to dispatch an avatar to slay Lin Fei? The True Monarch personally steps in, showing no fear of the Great Dream Sect. This time, Lin Fei may not escape his fate. HMPH, Lin Fei was too domineering and offended many. Even if he survives this time, another true monarch is bound to take action against him. Now that Lin Fei might be killed, do we have a chance to contend for the world origins is collected? The crowd was abuzz with excitement, almost wishing for Purple Paradise True Monarch to immediately strike down Lin Fei, opening up their chance to vie for the world origins. Purple Paradise True Monarch, Lin Fei said, unfazed, whoever has asked for your intervention, I won't inquire. But I do have a question. Aren't you afraid that failing to kill me might keep you up at night? Purple Paradise True Monarch's expression turned cold, and chilling killing intent flashed in his eyes. He scoffed, Lin Fei, you as a martial god, being able to slay deity transformation powerhouses is indeed impressive. But no matter how strong you are, you're still just a martial god. For me, a true monarch, slaying a mere martial god like you is effortless. It seems you truly believe that a martial god can contend with a true monarch. Even as the #1 martial god, you are insignificant in the face of a true monarch. Purple Paradise True Monarch was taken aback by Lin Fei's audacity. Even in this critical moment, Lin Fei dared to threaten him. He, a distinguished true monarch renowned throughout the Nine Dragons Heaven and formidable even among his peers, had already given Lin Fei considerable attention by sending his battle avatar to slay him. He could have sent several ordinary avatars, but he chose to confront Lin Fei personally. Initially, Purple Paradise True Monarch had admired Lin Fei's achievements. As a mere martial god, Lin Fei had managed to intimidate numerous deity transformations and martial gods and dominate entire minor worlds. His talent was indeed exceptional. However, Lin Fei's boldness to threaten him was a step too far, and Purple Paradise True Monarch resolved not to hold back. Lin Fei must be eliminated. Many have sought to kill me, Lin Fei declared with confidence. Today, I wish to see if you truly have the ability to do so. Standing with his hands behind his back, Lin Fei exuded an infinite desire for battle, his gaze lofty and commanding. At the sound of his words, those around them were struck with awe and fear. Lin Fei, a martial god, dared to openly challenge a true monarch, showing no fear in the face of such overwhelming power. Such courage and composure truly make him deserving of the title #1 martial god. Who else but martial god Lin could remain so calm and fearless in the face of a true monarch like Purple Paradise? Even the infamous initial evil true monarch might not compare to martial god Lin. What confidence does martial god Lin have to stand against a true monarch? For a martial god, death is the end. Does martial god Lin truly have something to rely on? The crowd buzzed with discussions, all eyes fixed on the impending confrontation between Lin Fei and Purple Paradise True Monarch. Purple Paradise True Monarch, a figure of great significance, had personally sought out Lin Fei, the #1 martial god, known for his notorious feats. Even in the face of a true monarch, Lin Fei remained defiant. Everyone was eager to see what strength or secret Lin Fei possessed to dare to stand against a void transformation true monarch. Very well, Lin Fei, declared the Purple Paradise True Monarch with a cold expression. Today, you leave me no choice but to eliminate you. Extending a hand towards Lin Fei, he made a grasping motion. Suddenly, Lin Fei felt an invisible force pressing and binding him, as if trying to crush his physical body into dust. This force was terrifyingly powerful, likely insurmountable even for martial gods who had weathered 9 thunder tribulations. However, Lin Fei was no ordinary martial god. He was a martial god at his limit, and even without the augmentation of Saber World, his physical body had reached the pinnacle of what a martial god could achieve. Despite the strength of this compressive force, Lin Fei managed to withstand it. "Your physical body is indeed strong, resisting even the spatial binding," observed the Purple Paradise True Monarch. "But if you think this is the extent of a true monarch's power, you are gravely mistaken. A void transformation true monarch, having comprehended the secrets of the void, can control it. Unless one can shatter the void, no one can withstand the spatial suppression. Be crushed by my power." With that, Purple Paradise True Monarch's hand pressed down fiercely towards Lin Fei. The void itself trembled under this motion, utilizing the power of the void, a force only a void transformation true monarch could wield. Against such a force, martial gods and deity transformations stood no chance of resistance. Now, Lin Fei seemed on the verge of being utterly obliterated by Purple Paradise True Monarch's palm. Spatial binding made evasion impossible, and the surrounding martial gods and deity transformations, feeling the terrifying power, were struck silent, their expressions grave. They contemplated their own chances if they were in Lin Fei's position. Could they withstand such a strike from Purple Paradise True Monarch? However, their faces turned ashen. They knew they couldn't. Such a strike from a true monarch surpassed the limits of a martial god. No martial god or deity transformation could withstand it. Lin Fei was in grave danger. Boom! As Purple Paradise True Monarch unleashed his palm strike, Lin Fei's body, which had been quiet until now, erupted like a dormant volcano. A tremendous surge of violent energy burst forth, with all 2,600 of his particle worlds unleashing their full power. Simultaneously, Lin Fei's martial god physique expanded massively, reaching a colossal height of 10,000 feet in the void, resembling a titan, emanating a terrifying pressure. The next moment, Lin Fei counterattacked with a punch that collided fiercely with Purple Paradise True Monarch's palm. The clash unleashed a ripple of force, spreading rapidly in all directions like ripples in water, creating a devastating storm that ravaged the void. Lin Fei's divine body indeed fell to tremendous force, annihilating up to 30% of his particles. However, that was the extent of it. Lin Fei did not fall. His colossal form stood resolutely in the void, his expression a mixture of pride and cold indifference as he gazed at Purple Paradise True Monarch. For a moment, it was Purple Paradise True Monarch who seemed taken aback, his face struggling to maintain composure, his eyes betraying a flicker of shock. He had unleashed a strike worthy of a true monarch, yet how could a mere martial god withstand it? It seemed impossible, yet the reality was undeniable. Lin Fei had resisted it. Moreover, the aura emanating from him was so strong that it seemed to suppress the very void around them, causing space itself to crack and heal intermittently. Witnessing this, Purple Paradise True Monarch's pupils constricted slightly. This was the true limit of a martial god, the critical point. Lin Fei's physical strength had reached the brink of shattering the void. Just a bit more power, and Lin Fei would be capable of shattering the void himself. Chapter 530. The Power of a True Monarch. Purple Paradise True Monarch, such power cannot subdue me, Lin Fei declared. Is this the extent of a true monarch's strength? As the dust settled, Lin Fei stood with his hands behind his back, his colossal form towering in the void. His cold gaze was firmly fixed on Purple Paradise True Monarch, an air of defiance surrounding him. Silence enveloped a vast expanse of space. The surrounding martial gods and deity transformations stared, wide-eyed and dumbfounded, hardly believing the scene unfolding before them. They had witnessed something unprecedented. Lin Fei, a martial god, withstanding a strike from Purple Paradise True Monarch, a strike that embodied the full might of a true monarch, a force that no martial god or deity transformation could normally resist. Yet, Lin Fei had resisted it. It's unbelievable, truly unbelievable. A martial god contending against a void transformation true monarch, is this for real? The fact is right before our eyes, how can we not believe it? Lin Fei truly deserves to be called the #1 martial god of the divine realm. He just withstood a strike from Purple Paradise True Monarch. Can a martial god really contend against a true monarch? Though Purple Paradise True Monarch is only an avatar, the power he wielded was indeed that of a true monarch. Who would have thought that a martial god could resist the power of a true monarch? The crowd was abuzz with discussions, all sharing a sense of profound shock. True monarchs had always been revered, whether they were void transformation cultivators who had comprehended the secrets of the void or the great martial god who had shattered the void. They were beings far above the divine level, unattainable and supreme. Yet, Lin Fei was challenging this long-held belief, reshaping the understanding of power dynamics in the divine realm. Purple Paradise True Monarch, merely by deploying his battle avatar, had expected to effortlessly crush Lin Fei. However, his calculations went awry. He couldn't kill Lin Fei, who didn't even suffer significant damage. The annihilation of just a few particles was a minor inconvenience for Lin Fei, who could recover almost instantly. This showcased the formidable resilience of a martial god. Though lacking the myriad avatars of deity transformations, martial gods possessed incredibly robust bodies, sturdy particles, and unparalleled regenerative abilities. Lin Fei himself was somewhat surprised. He had been prepared to deploy Saber World, but when Purple Paradise True Monarch's strike landed, he found it weaker than he had anticipated. His physical body had reached a critical point, just short of shattering the void. Even without reaching this threshold, Purple Paradise True Monarch's attack seemed insufficient to harm him. Was the True Monarch too weak? Upon reflection, Lin Fei realized the distinction between different types of True Monarchs. The Void Transformation Cultivator is strong, comprehends the secrets of the Void, and can control and traverse it. This is what defines Void Transformation. In the path of martial Dao, reaching the level of shattering the Void also grants the status of a True Monarch. Martial Dao practitioners at this level can traverse the Void too, but not by controlling its power. Instead, they break through the Void with sheer force, forcibly entering the Void passages for traversal. In terms of raw power, true monarchs who have shattered the Void are actually far stronger than those who have achieved Void transformation. Once reaching the level of martial god in the path of martial Dao, practitioners actually begin to slightly outmatch those in the path of immortal Dao in terms of combat strength. This is because, while the immortal Dao offers a multitude of techniques and strong self-preservation skills, martial Dao focuses power within oneself. The same principle applies to true monarchs. Lin Fei, having reached the limit of martial god and standing at the critical point of shattering the Void, possesses strength that rivals a Void transformation true monarch. Purple Paradise True Monarch hoped to overpower Lin Fei merely with his battle avatar, but this proved impossible. Purple Paradise True Monarch's face turned ashen. Caught in a dilemma under the watchful eyes of many, he, a prestigious true monarch, found himself unable to subdue a mere martial god. His prestige was at stake, and yet, he realized the danger of underestimating Lin Fei. It was almost certain that Lin Fei would eventually become a true monarch of martial Dao, shattering the Void. Offending such a being could be costly. However, he had already committed to this course of action. His only option now seemed to be to eliminate Lin Fei before he achieved true monarch status and became an even greater threat. Despite realizing the challenge, Purple Paradise True Monarch steeled himself for the task. Cursed fate, how did it come to this, he thought. To slay Lin Fei with just one avatar is impossible. He's on the brink of shattering the Void, the hardest of martial Dao true monarchs to kill. But I have no choice now. If Lin Fei becomes a true monarch, my troubles will only increase. Weighing his options, Purple Paradise True Monarch gritted his teeth and made up his mind. Lin Fei, you have defied the majesty of a true monarch. Today, I must eliminate you, he declared. His Taoist robe flooded without wind, and soon, ripples of space appeared around him, like ripples on water. Then, the Void passage revealed itself, and one by one, figures began to step out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In an instant, the Void was filled with hundreds of avatars, all battle avatars of Purple Paradise True Monarch. Once a deity transformation comprehends the secrets of the Void, each of their battle avatars inherits this understanding and gains the ability to traverse the Void, instantly crossing vast distances. Purple Paradise True Monarch summoned over 100 such avatars, and if he wished, he could mobilize even more. Given his strength and the duration of his True Monarch achievement, summoning tens of thousands of avatars would be effortless. This terrifying capability is what makes Void Transformation True Monarchs so formidable. At a moment's notice, they can overwhelm a deluge of avatars capable of instantaneous movement. For a genuine shatterer of the Void, this would not pose a threat. Regardless of the number of avatars, each would be vanquished with a single punch. However, Lin Fei had not yet achieved void-shattering status. Though his physical form was at its critical point, annihilating an avatar of Purple Paradise True Monarch with a single punch was far from easy. Attack. Without giving Lin Fei time to think, Purple Paradise True Monarch's avatars immediately converged on him from all directions, each avatar unleashing simple but overwhelming punches. Lin Fei, though erupting with the power of his 2,600 particle worlds, still took numerous hits. Each punch from the avatars annihilated many of the particles in his body. He managed to repel one avatar with each of his punches, but countless more surrounded him. In a short time, the number of particles in Lin Fei's body rapidly decreased, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. Seeing this, a smile crept onto Purple Paradise True Monarch's face. No matter how strong Lin Fei was, he was ultimately not a true monarch. Facing the full-on assault of hundreds of avatars, Lin Fei was finally beginning to falter. The deity transformations and martial gods watching the battle fell silent at the scene unfolding before them. Moments ago, Lin Fei stood unassailable, resisting the strike of Purple Paradise True Monarch's battle avatar, seemingly capable of contending with a true monarch. However, once Purple Paradise True Monarch showcased a fraction of his true power by summoning over 100 of his battle avatars to fully engage Lin Fei, the tide turned. It became clear that a martial god, even one as formidable as Lin Fei, the first among Divine Realm's martial gods, could not stand against a true monarch. Despite his incredible power, transcending levels to battle a true monarch seemed a feat too far. With half of his physical body's particles annihilated, Lin Fei knew he had to make a decisive move. Any further hesitation could lead to his demise. In a moment of realization, Lin Fei understood that only the power akin to a true monarch could counteract these onslaughts. True monarch's power is needed to combat true monarch, Lin Fei declared with an icy gaze. Since that is the case, I will use the power of a true monarch to obliterate these avatars. I, too, possess the power of a true monarch. With a cold shout, Lin Fei summoned the Saber World. Chapter 531. Purple Paradise True Monarch escaped. With the augmentation of Saber World, Lin Fei's 2,600 particle worlds erupted in unison, amplifying the power of his physical particles. Already at the brink of shattering the void, the additional force provided by Saber World tipped the scales, catapulting Lin Fei's power to the echelon of a true monarch, specifically, a true monarch of the martial Dao. The surrounding void shattered like glass, fracturing into countless fissures before violently breaking apart. Purple Paradise True Monarch's numerous battle avatars recoiled in shock, hastily retreating from the overwhelming power unleashed. How is this possible? The void has shattered. This is the power to shatter the void. Has Lin Fei become a true monarch? A true monarch who shatters the void in the martial Dao. Their astonishment stemmed from the fact that Lin Fei hadn't undergone the 9th heavenly tribulation, having only surpassed the 5th. The notion that one could reach the status of a true monarch without undergoing all 9 tribulations shattered their understanding and conventions. Never before had they witnessed, nor even heard of, someone achieving true monarch status and the power to shatter the void without completing all 9 tribulations. Lin Fei's feat was unprecedented, overturning their long-held beliefs and knowledge of cultivation. Indeed, Lin Fei is an extraordinary case. Merely plundering laws would not have enabled him to shatter the void after only 5 heavenly tribulations. However, Lin Fei's power comes not just from plundered laws, but also from the particle worlds he created using the world laws. With 2,600 particle worlds within him, his power experienced an astronomical surge, reaching the critical point of shattering the void. Then, with the augmentation of Saber World, he achieved the ability to shatter the void. In a strict sense, Lin Fei is not yet a true monarch. However, few observe this nuance. They see only his explosive power and the shattering of the surrounding void, which evidently mirrors the capability of shattering the void. With the power of Saber World and having reached the realm of shattering the void, Lin Fei becomes overwhelmingly mighty. Facing the attack of over 100 of Purple Paradise True Monarch's battle avatars, Lin Fei can now obliterate them with a single punch. The moment he annihilates one of Purple Paradise's battle avatars, he also obliterates its particles, effectively killing that incarnation of the true monarch. This is an incredible feat. Purple Paradise True Monarch's strength lies in his battle avatars. Even though he possesses many, the loss of even one is a significant blow, signaling that Lin Fei can destroy his battle avatars and thereby confront a true monarch. Lin Fei now wields the power of a true monarch, a development that poses an unimaginable challenge for Purple Paradise True Monarch. His dominance and invincibility, once unchallenged among true monarchs, are now being questioned and tested by the emergence of Lin Fei's newfound strength. Is this truly the power of a true monarch? Has Lin Fei really achieved the status of a true monarch? No, it must be the Saber World. Yes, it's definitely the Saber World. Only with the blessing of the Saber World could Lin Fei possess the might to shatter the void, the power of a true monarch, albeit barely. The eyes of Purple Paradise True Monarch sparkled. It seemed he had discerned Lin Fei's greatest secret. Lin Fei was not a true monarch. He was empowered by the Saber World, only then did he manage to become a true monarch. But what of it? What if Purple Paradise True Monarch saw through this? Lin Fei now wielded the force of a true monarch. This power was not illusory. Purple Paradise True Monarch could not contend with Lin Fei. And as time passed, Lin Fei truly became capable of defeating one with each punch. When his strength reached the point of shattering the void, facing Purple Paradise True Monarch's combat avatars, he was invincible. With each punch, another fell. In the blink of an eye, Purple Paradise True Monarch had lost over a dozen combat avatars. At this rate, his hundreds of avatars would soon be utterly vanquished. Purple Paradise True Monarch understood that the tide had turned. He was no longer a match for Lin Fei. The only option left was to retreat. Retreat? Purple Paradise True Monarch, with only dozens of his combat avatars remaining, also began a hasty retreat. Lin Fei did not pursue this. Even if he annihilated Purple Paradise True Monarch's dozens of avatars, it would only be a minor blow to Purple Paradise True Monarch. It would not cause him substantial harm. After all, the combat avatars of Purple Paradise True Monarch were counted in the tens of thousands. Even if today hundreds of his avatars were lost, it would not be a crippling blow. However, as long as Lin Fei repelled Purple Paradise True Monarch, that was enough. Moreover, Purple Paradise True Monarch should be aware what it means to shatter the void. No matter how Lin Fei achieved it, reaching the level of shattering the void. But as long as one possesses the power to shatter the void, they will be overwhelmed. Remarkable, Lin Fei. Who would have thought that a mere martial god would possess the strength to shatter the void? Even if he gained an advantage by some means, it's still a genuine shattering of the void. Given time, after your next thunder tribulation, you should become a true monarch. This time, I have been defeated. Purple Paradise True Monarch's gaze was cold. He admitted defeat. In the face of a true monarch capable of shattering the void, he had no choice but to concede. After all, he had no means to slay Lin Fei. Moreover, this defeat was not just a simple loss for Purple Paradise True Monarch. He had thoroughly offended a true monarch with limitless potential, one capable of shattering the void. His troubles would be significant in the future. Whoosh! The next moment, Purple Paradise True Monarch departed. He had no desire to stay and lose more face. Yet, his heart now bore resentment towards the one who had tasked him with confronting Lin Fei. Had it not been for their urging, he would not have invited this trouble. Purple Paradise True Monarch turned and left, leaving behind countless onlookers, each one dumbfounded as if unable to believe the scene before them. Purple Paradise True Monarch, admitting defeat and leaving. A true monarch, truly unashamed to just walk away like that. What else could Purple Paradise True Monarch do if not leave? If he stayed, he still couldn't contend with Lin Fei. Why continue to embarrass himself here? Even Purple Paradise True Monarch leaving proves that Lin Fei has truly shattered the void. Purple Paradise True Monarch said Lin Fei relied on the empowerment of the Saber World to possess the power to shatter the void. But regardless, that's still shattering the void, and that's enough. And besides, Lin Fei has only undergone 5 thunder tribulations. If he can survive a 6th, could he truly shatter the void and become a martial true monarch? In that moment, the expressions of those around were a complex tapestry. True monarch. A realm so many dream of attaining. Countless individuals had spent 100,000 years striving, yet unable to achieve the status of true monarch. But now, Lin Fei had accomplished it, possessing the power to shatter the void. And even more, he had repelled Purple Paradise True Monarch. Of course, the most crucial point was that many had already guessed Lin Fei's intention. As long as Lin Fei did not invoke the empowerment of the saber world, his physical body would not be capable of shattering the void, not be a true monarch. This would allow Lin Fei to continue entering smaller worlds, plundering their origins. With this strategy, who could possibly stop Lin Fei?